Welcome to part 2 of the Focke-Wulf ground attack video. I'm Barton, and in this video we'll be covering strafing. Of course, just like the last video, I'm going to discuss a strafing tactic, and then I'm going to demonstrate it and give some of the pros and cons. The first one we're going to talk about is the most common straight-in approach, where you're just going to pick off one target. You're going to single one out. We'll say Tail and Charlie on this column, and we're going to set him in our crosshairs, and we're just going to gun for him and pull out. Pretty straightforward, pretty effective. If you're accurate, you can wipe out a lot of soft targets with this manner because it is so efficient. However, it is kind of time consuming considering that you're only really getting one target at a time. So in situations where you need more than one target, you can use this method, which is pretty much the same as the first, with added rudder. So you're going to line up with a target, and then once you start firing, you're just going to kick rudder. In either direction, and this is going to allow you to pretty much just spray and pray. You spread your bullets around. It's more effective for when you have a bunch of soft targets that are grouped together in a city, and there's really no line that they're not really lined up in any way. So you're just gonna throw as many bullets into the areas you can, and hopefully you kill as many. Hopefully you kill all of them. But it's not very efficient because it takes a lot of ammo, and in some cases you might not even get anything. But it does have its uses, and it does have a time to be used if you can identify them properly. But before I go on, there's one thing I want to say about some of the mistakes I see made all the time in strafing, and that is people shooting from too far away. And I'll demonstrate what that looks like. Most of the people that I see, they'll line up, and then as soon as they have the target lined up, they start pulling the trigger. Well, as you could tell, luckily I was able to get the target that I was shooting at, but a lot of times I see people that don't. And that's because you have to take in for more bullet drop. Your bullets are going to slow down, so not going to hit as hard. And then all the smoke from the 20 millimeters is going to completely blind you from your target. So now you don't even know where your bombs or your bullets are hidden. You're just guessing. The best way to go about it, obviously, is to attack a ground target like you would an aircraft. Get as close as you can and hit them with everything you've got. So delay, hit. So I used a lot less bullets to destroy that target as I did the last one. Another thing I want to say about that is that if you're on an attack run and you've shot at a target and you're about to pull out, but you know that it's not dead, you didn't kill it, don't press another attack in that run. Break off, let either someone else get it or come back around and try again. If you try and press your attack, I'm going to give you a 90% plus chance of running yourself either into the target that you're shooting at or the ground. It doesn't matter either way, you're going to kill yourself. So rather preserve a pilot in a plane than see a transport truck destroyed by the pilot and plane impacting it directly. The next, we'll move on to the third way of strafing, which is very useful in instances like this where all of our targets are lined up. And this happens usually when columns are moving in between cities, or in some cases when they've reached the city and they've bunched up, or they're just standing still waiting for the mission to end. In this tactic, we're just going to line them up and shoot them all from above. Obviously, that's a lot more efficient time-wise than it is bullet-wise. Your accuracy is not going to be as good, but you're going to have an opportunity to hit a lot more targets in one run, which is good if you're pressed for time. However, if you do have the time and you've got plenty of ammunition and you're not really pressed by enemy action, go ahead and take your time and pick them off in an efficient manner. That way, at least if an aircraft does come into the area, you have ammo left over to fight in an air-to-air battle. If you spend all of your ammo dropping ground targets and then an aircraft stumbles upon you, you're going to be kind of screwed. So those are the main three tactics. And the fourth one I want to show you guys is one that I developed myself. This one's going to take a lot of skill and brass balls, basically. It's a mixture of the first one and the last one, where we're going to get close, we're going to be efficient like the first one, and then we're going to line all of them up like in the second one. Now, how do you do that, you ask? Of course, I will show you. And I'm going to attack that column. We're going to start off with a slight angle, and we're going to come in from the side. And we're going to line them all up, and we're going to shoot them. So let's see, out of the first, see, I got 2 there, I didn't get any there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in the first 3, in demonstrating the first 3 tactics, I got 12 total targets. Just in that one last run, I got 8. So obviously, amazingly efficient, both in ammo and in time, but however, extremely dangerous. You need to be very good at flying low, and you have to be very aware of how close to your enemy targets you are, because it's quite easy to ram your targets when you're strafing in this manner. Alright, so we've covered all 4 of the ground attack or strafing runs for the Focke-Wulf 190. I hope that you all practice them as much as possible. Of course, practice, 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 and get as close as you can, as often as you can, and use as little ammo as you need to destroy your ground targets. But I will see you guys in the air.